Hello everyone, thanks guys for joining in today. This is Yusuf here at the San Antonio Marketing Group, and today we are at the University of Texas San Antonio, and one of the amazing place and institution here in San Antonio, Texas. We want to thank the Small Business Development Center to allowing us to give this session for small business owners. Today's topic is going to be on Instagram for business. So I won't be able to engage with you guys because I'm right here giving classes to these awesome businesses. So please, if you have any question, feel free to put this question, and later on when I'm done, I'll get back with you guys, okay? There you go. All right, folks. So first I want to thank the, as you know, the Small Business Development Center for having us here today, and also WP Engine, because they're also sponsoring this event. Okay? So if anybody wants to take a snapshot and share it, Facebook it and tweet it, please feel free to do so before I switch the screen. Okay. The first one is the Twitter handle for the Small Business Development Center. Okay. I'm in Vietnam. There you go. Thank you so much. So if you want to give the Small Business Development Center some sort of shout out on Twitter, that's the Twitter handle, UTSA SBDC. And also WP Engine for sponsoring the event. And of course, that's my Twitter handle, yusufchowdhury. And today's hashtag will be Instagram. Does anybody know what is the benefit of having a hashtag? Makes it easier to search. Who said that? Yes, can you explain how? That was an excellent answer. How does it make it easier to search?
Because Twitter sorts things by hashtag.
Ah, excellent. So what happened, absolutely correct. When people, let's say consumers or businesses or customers go to Twitter and they search for, let's say, selling homes fast, buying properties, mortgages, you will see the conversation in real time of what people are asking for. So if you learn something new today, excuse me, about Instagram, and you want to share it, use that hashtag. Okay? All right. Now, I also want to announce that WP Engine is still hiring a WordPress developer. If you know anybody who is a WordPress developer that can work for them, that's their link, wpengine.com/careers. They are a web hosting company that hosts WordPress-based website. They're from Austin, but they do have an office downtown at Geekdom. So share that in your social media to your friends and family or whoever is interested. They have to know WordPress. Okay. And this is my information. Yusuf Chowdhury. I'm a digital marketing consultant. I have my own digital marketing firm. We build websites, mobile apps, do online marketing, and one of my favorite things, I like to coach and teach. So that's why I come here. If you want to write down my cell phone number, that's mine right there. 210-316-3123. So feel free to write it down and text me anytime, even 4 o'clock in the morning. The worst thing that's going to happen to you, I'm not going to answer, but you're more than welcome. Just send me some text, okay? And if you want to connect with me in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Periscope, Pinterest, just look up for my name and connect with me, because if you have any question, if you need any help anytime, feel free to do so. Okay? Okay. All right. Now, so what the heck is Instagram? How many of you actually use Instagram? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good, awesome. Is it for personal or business? Who said business? Raise your hand. Business. 1, 2, 3, 4. You tried?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Excellent, for business. Now, okay, can you tell me how many of you got leads?
What's a lead?
A potential customer, that's what the lead is.
Yes.
You got it, right? Cool. So how about this? Because I want to help you, I want to get a huge benefit today by learning what I'm going to teach you. I need your help to tell me, what do you want to learn? Or basically, what made you to be interested to come to this class? Like, what do you want to take out of this class? That's nice.
So then, of course, all those people are saying, hashtag this, hashtag so it's.
Now, there's a lot of cool thing about this platform, but there's one thing that I guarantee you nobody knew about this. Did anybody turn off the location?
Turn off.
Did anybody turn off the location?
Turn it off?
Yeah.
I turned it on when I came.
No. Did anybody turn off the location in Instagram? Then guess what? What did you do then?
Told them where you were.
Yes. When you took the picture, the whole world can see in the map where you took the picture at. So be careful for those that goes to traveling, leaving their homes in Hawaii, taking a bunch of pictures, come back home. Oh, what happened to all this stuff? It's all gone. turn it off. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you don't care, I mean, I don't care. You can come, I'll do some ninja trick and, you know, take you over. I'll just put an invisible ninja in the house. But be careful. This is one thing all of you didn't know, right? But yeah, it will actually show you exactly where you took the picture. Does that make sense? It's up to you. I mean, most of the apps comes with a default setting, you know, GPS with your app for marketing purposes. That's just by default. If I have an app for, let's say, food, I go to, let's say, a restaurant, it will send me a notification because I'm close to that restaurant. Does that make sense? So it's up to you. Think about it. If you don't want, I'm not asking you to be paranoid, but be cautious because a lot of us don't think about this stuff, right? Okay. So as you can see, big companies are using it. We as a small business, we have to understand what this platform is, and we already did understand what it is. Now we have to think of strategies, right? Okay. Now, let's get started. Woohoo! Who's excited? Woo-hoo. There you go. I need some excitement. I know it's in the evening, but I can do some breakdance with y'all. All right. So the first thing is you have two options. Now the cool thing about Instagram, you can make as many accounts as you want, unlike Facebook. So you have to make a decision whether you want to open an account as a business, for your business, or as a person for your personal brand, or as a featured material. What do you mean by that? Let's say I'm a fitness trainer, and I'm a coach, Yusuf Ninja, right? That's me, I'm the coach, right? I can set up an account called recipes, nutrition, and all I can share is just a nutritional food. Why? Because people that are interested in nutrition, what's going to happen? They're going to follow that account, right? And you can share that specific content based on that niche. Does that make sense? So that's what I mean by choose the featured material. Okay, I have it personal, that's what I use.
You can only have one?
You can have more than one account. There's no restriction.
But you can link them together.
I think what happens when you create it, no, you have to log out and go back to the other account. Just like having multiple Twitter accounts, log in, log back. Of course, you can download it from the iPhone store, Android. I'm sure Windows has it too. So what's going to happen, once you create the account, fill up your profile, make sure you have a nice profile picture. Please do not put a picture of a cat. Okay, I'll be confused. I wouldn't know if you're a human being. Okay, and then with a picture of you when you're a baby. That's going to freak people out. Okay, put your actual picture, and your profile picture has to be the same on all the social channels anyway. So in order for you to be consistent, make sure whatever profile picture you're picking it up, it's the same everywhere. Okay. Now, before you invite anybody as a followers, and you put some images. Don't just invite somebody and there's nothing there. Take some pictures that like 5 or 10 images or some cool stuff. Then you can start adding friends. Does that make sense? Because that's one of the mistakes when I see people starting as a beginner, they don't have anything and they start just following people. How do you think you're going to be interested in what you have to offer? There's nothing there. It's empty. Just like a website with nothing. Right? What is this website? There's nothing there. Is that a magic trick? Is there something hidden? Okay?
So when you follow them, they also see yours or no?
If they want to, they can.
You don't have to have your pictures if you're following them?
You still have to have a picture. Just do it, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. Now, then, I know Mark is my buddy, so that's why I give him a hard time.
No, that's
Okay? Then make sure you go public. Because what happens sometimes when you're private, again, it's up to you. If you don't want to, if you want to do it for a hobby, if you want to do it to be connected with your family, you can keep it private. But what that means when you follow me, I want to follow you back, and it says private, I can't see anything. Like, I don't see any images, anything interesting. So what I do, I'm not going to follow you. Because if you don't want to show me what you have, why are you expecting me to follow you? This is just me.
Is it automatically public?
No, when you set it up, you have to select. You have to select. So you have to make sure that you select public. That means all your images are public. When you do a business, of course, you have to go public. But again, if you want to do it for the family stuff, sometimes grandpa, grandma want to share their, grandkids' pictures, so they can keep it private. They don't want to share with the world, keep it private. Only family, close family can see it, right? Then, of course, connect it to your social channels. Connect it to your Facebook, connect it to your Twitter account, whatever social channel you have, connect them, right? Because when you share this Instagram, you can share everywhere else. That's how you get more exposure. That's how you get more leads. Yes?
What if you have like multiple accounts on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Can you link them all together? Or
That is an excellent question. When you say multiple accounts, are you talking about business accounts or personal profile? Okay, here's the thing with Facebook. In Facebook, you cannot create more than one personal account. You guys know that, right? You're like, what the? And because if you don't, Facebook can shut all the accounts if they find out. But you can have multiple business pages, right? Now, and that's a beautiful question because technically, Instagram will be connected to your personal account by default. Is there a way to connect it to a business page? There is. But I have to send you a link because it's not that easy. Okay? So there's like a workaround how you can connect your Instagram to a business page. So every time you take an Instagram picture or add an Instagram image and shoot it to Facebook, it will go to your business page. But there's a workaround how to do that.
Or I could just use one Facebook main page that I use, personal Facebook account, just focus on that.
Well, you see, when it comes to business, you're not supposed to even use the personal. Because the personal is for what? Personal use. Right? You have to have a business page. You know why? Because in the business page, you can run advertising. You can look at the insight. You can look at the traffic. You can look at, with the personal, no. I mean, so don't ever use personal for business. I mean, unless if you want to, what up, dude? Unless for, that was like the ADHD. Okay? So, unless if you want to communicate with your clients through the personal, then that's fine. So keep the personal to have a one-on-one personal connection with your customer, but the business page is where you actually put all the activities. Okay? So any questions so far on this one? Are we good?
I have a
Yes.
just real serious. Well, you do a good job, Yusuf. I appreciate it. When you're doing the Instagram, I'm really new to that, and
Okay.
I'm getting better at things. And we can do it if we step out instead of just depending on other people.
Okay.
We can learn and still come to y'all for the needed. I mean, boy,
Okay.
there's a good system with this. That Instagram, most people know probably what it is, but I don't know when it's similar to everything else. When you follow others, you're just following, you're getting their feeds, but until they connect with you, you're not
Then
going
they
to be
can
able
see
to
your
share
feed.
anything.
Then they can see you.
Same thing.
Yeah, same.
But
same,
it's okay to connect with all your Facebook folks. Just
No,
follow them,
we'll talk
right?
about that later. Don't say
Oh,
that.
later, okay.
You don't want to give the wrong impression.
I'm sorry.
So you got to wait till the end of the class and then you ask.
Oh, right.
Okay?
No,
All right.
okay.
Any more questions, folks? Are we good? Is this 100% understood? No. Okay. All right. So now we understand how to set up the profile, right? And what you need to do before you add friends, right? But now let's talk about getting followers, right? How to get followers. Since you all been using it for quite some time, how about you guys give me some tips? You guys give me some tips. How did you guys, attain those followers? What did you do to get those followers? Use hashtag in your Instagram images, right? Perfect.
Like their pictures?
You like their pictures? Excellent.
Follow them.
You can also search for people that have similar things that you have or interested in what you have and go follow and like all their stuff.
Absolutely. Did you hear what she said? You can also do a search on Instagram to something interesting, right? And you can find them and follow them. Beautiful. What else? For those that use Instagram.
What was the question?
The question was if you use Instagram, how did you get followers? What did you use to get followers?
Some good Kodak.
Okay. Some said you search for the followers and the one you're interested in, and some said you like their comment, engage with them.
Put something good up on your site.
I'm sorry?
Put something good up that people are interested in.
Excellent. Put something good on your side too. Yes. You have a question?
Well, if you're using Facebook or other social media,
Beautiful. Let them know the other social site that you have an Instagram account. Yes.
I was going to say maybe frequency. You
Right.
want to be frequent with your posting.
Right.
So that people always see you there, you're always coming up.
Absolutely correct. You got to be consistent, and that's how people are going to see it more. Yes.
So, we don't have time to do all that.
You don't have time for all that? Just hire somebody, man.
You're high.
If you don't have time, well, guess what? You got to sometime make some time, because with Instagram, you don't have to spend 20 minutes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm kind of new to all this as well.
Uh-huh.
So the first time I started hearing the term hashtag was with Twitter.
Right.
Okay, so now, when you say hashtag, is that just interchangeable in all the social media?
That is an awesome question. Initially, hashtag started with Twitter, right? But later on, when Pinterest came into the scene, they introduced it, but now I don't think they like it. Instagram is doing the same thing. Facebook has it too. I think Google Plus has it too as well, but not all the other social. Maybe 4 or 5.
Use the hashtag with whatever you're...
You don't want to use hashtag with YouTube. There's no point in you using hashtag on YouTube because nobody does that. But mainly Twitter is very powerful. Then Instagram. Now Pinterest, they used to use it, but I heard that they frown upon using too many hashtags. Maybe 1 or 2 should be enough. Facebook introduced it recently. I would say probably last year. But even in Facebook, you don't want to hashtag more than 2. You know, have you seen people that they put so many hashtags, right? So many hashtags. Like I hashtag, you hashtag, in the hashtag, corner hashtag, right? Sitting in the bathroom hashtag, right? You know what I call them? Hash holes, right? So do not be a hash hole, okay? Or you remember like when people are getting crazy on Facebook? I want to buy likes, I want to get followers. Same thing, like holes, follow holes, all the same. So don't be that person. Be the person that focus only on what? Quality, yes. Yes.
I was just going to say, one of the techniques I use for my business, Instagram, with the hashtags, I'll put 1 or 2, maybe 3 important hashtags in the caption, but then first comment, I'll comment with other hashtags.
That's beautiful.
And it seems to work well. It's diminishing returns. A lot of times you get a lot of spam accounts that follow you if you put the wrong hashtags.
Did you guys hear that? What he's basically doing, he's putting the image and maybe use 3 or 4 hashtags, get new followers, then comment again with another hashtag, right? You know what I used to do? Actually, I use a comment just for the hashtag, like 4 hashtags. So what happens, my image will show up in the search. Then I delete it within a couple of hours and use another one. Then it's going to show up again in the search of Instagram. That's how I used to get followers. Okay? Because every time you put that hashtag in the comment, it shows up in the Instagram search. And I want to show you guys, you're going to see it by yourself, that it shows up. Now, any one of you uses some sort of analytical tool for Instagram. What do you use?
Mentor.io.
Mentor.io? Okay, cool. I never heard of that. I'm using Icon Square.
It's
much better?
Yeah.
Okay, then we need to look at that. Mentor.io.
What is that for now?
It's analytics for Instagram. Mentor.io. .io, right? Yeah, Mentor.io.
It's for what purpose now? For searching the hashtag?
No. It's for Instagram analytics. Instagram analytics. Yes, Mark. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So these are good answers. I love it. So you guys saw some results. But let's go ahead and talk about some strategies on how to get. Do you have chairs? Let's. The room is full. Let's go use it. Pretty good. Okay. All right. So let's talk about how to grow your followers. So the answer was here, look for quality. Do not care about quantity. And this is a sad, sad situation where so many beginners focus too much on the numbers. If they focus too much on the numbers, then what happens? Those numbers doesn't do you any good because none of them are interacting with you. None of them care about you. Okay? It is better for you to have 10 loyal followers than 1,000 that doesn't pay attention to your content. Does that make sense? I'm going to show you some strategy today how you can get followers that are interested in your content. Because you need to have a what? A qualified, targeted leads. You all agree, right? Did anybody buy leads? Did anybody buy Instagram followers? Come on, say it. No, I'm not going to say it, right? Don't ever buy Instagram followers or Twitter followers or even Facebook followers. Those are all fake spam accounts. Okay, don't do that. I'm saying it because I've seen some people do it. All right, now here we go. The first tip is focus on providing valuable content. In fact, that tip is like the number one. It's the number one strategy in any social media channel. It's in any social media website. If you have a YouTube account, you provide value. If you have Facebook, you provide value. If you have a podcast, you provide value. Right now we have Periscope. Me and Tim, we met through Periscope, believe it or not. Like less than a month, right? So what? Yeah, what? Because we provide value, right? So value will always be powerful. So when I say value, what does it mean to you, folks? When I say provide value, what does it mean to you?
Have different meanings to different people.
Yeah, let's get the answer right now. Let's start the brain working. So what does value mean to all of you? Give me some answers.
I think it's things people can actually use.
Things that people can actually use, yes. What else?
Not just people, your customers.
Your customers.
Ways of promoting your business that are easy to understand.
ways of promoting your business that is easy to understand. Okay, what else? Good stuff, yes? I need more.
It's monetary. You're saving or creating money.
You're saving or creating money, right?
Well, people's interest is what I call it back. Whatever their interest is, the audience interest.
There you go, Mark. Look at you.
That's all right.
Man, I'm impressed. I'm surprised. Okay? Yes, stuff that your target market are interested. Like for instance, right now, when I go to, for instance, Periscope, I share all the information about digital marketing. People that are interested in digital marketing, what happens? They saw the value that I gave and they followed me back because they want to learn more. They want to learn more from this person, right? So that's what I mean by value. A value, it has to be something that will change their behavior. It has to be something that will create some type of positive outcome to your customers. If I was a fitness trainer and I'm giving tips on how to stay healthy, how to stay fit, how to eat healthy, and my customers take those information and apply it and they feel the positivity of the result, that's value. Does that make sense? So the value has to have some sort of effect on your customer. Like for instance, if you share a positive quote, it makes somebody's day beautiful, right? And people are attracted to positivity, right? That helps. If you are, let's say, if your business is, let's say the fire extinguisher company, that's your business. How can you use Instagram for that? You can give some tips on how to use it the right way and what to do in case of emergency. That is something valuable. If they see it, if they learn it, they will benefit from it. So does that make sense? And you can apply that on any social channel. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. It's just the techniques are different. Like in YouTube, you're using videos. In podcasts, you're using your voice like a radio, right? In Instagram, you're using images. Does that make sense? But the concept of value, it's all the same. Now, second tip, post high quality images on video. Do not take a picture of you like a blurry picture, or maybe just waking up and there's a dark light. Nobody can see anything except your shiny teeth. You know, they don't have a concussion. So have a good quality picture. So when you take a picture, make sure it's clear, crystal clear. It's not blurry. Even when you do a video, make sure there's enough light so the quality looks great. I'm not saying make a Hollywood-style video, just something good quality. Okay? That's number 2. Number 3, follow and interact with others. So don't be stingy, don't be greedy. Okay? You don't want the follower for yourself. Go look at others, either in your industry or somebody that you're interested that they teach something else. You follow them, you comment, you interact, you engage. Because when you interact, when you engage, what happens?
They respond.
They respond. And they will like you because you spend some time responding and engaging. They follow you back. You never know. You can start collaborating with that person, right? So we have to do that. Not just, yes.
But another point, when you're commenting on somebody else's account, everybody that follows that account sees your comment. So you're hitting their audience as well.
You're absolutely correct. If you comment on someone else's account, their followers can see it too. Beautiful. Okay. Tip number 4, get followers, comment, and engage with you. I don't know how I worded that. But what I've got to say, make them engage with you. So let's say I went to Tim's Instagram, I made a comment, or if I'm going to put a picture, I can say something like, please engage with the other commenter. Does that make sense? So I want to comment at Tim, then Mark commented for my comment, because she's trying to engage with me. Does that make sense? Don't just engage with Tim because he shared an awesome picture, but also engage with people that are commenting. Just like having a conversation in a break room with everybody else, right? So that's the beauty of Periscope, right? You can just talk to anybody else in the room. So that's what I mean by it. If you engage with them, they'll appreciate it. Like, oh wow, this person wants to start a conversation. This is interesting. Let me check out her account or his account. Oh, does that make sense? So that was tip number 4. Yeah, Timothy Thatcher right there. Okay. Then tip number 5, ask them or use call to action. So sometimes when you share an image, have some sort of call to action, like, comment below, right? Tell us what you think, because you don't expect them to understand what you're asking for. You have to actually tell them. So, but don't be crazy on call to action. Like, if you Instagram every day and for every post you have, comment below, comment below, comment below, then you sound like you're some sort of desperate person. And you don't want to sound like desperate, okay? If you post 5 times a day, maybe 2 of them has a call to action. Just kind of balance it, okay? So that was tip number 6. Now, tip number 7.
Give 2 examples of that, because I've noticed you do really good at that, at posting something that just kind of gets people engaging, like that one where you put the orange hair guy. My boss got the orange hair for the owner of a company.
Yeah, basically what I did, you know, the
just-
Sesame Street, there
just
was a puppet, and it was like a puppet like this, right? And I put a comment, like, what did you do today, like a boss? Then I said, comment like a boss. So everyone says, I drove a car like a boss, I made a pancake like a boss, everyone starts to comment. That's fun. And that makes everybody engage. What happens, people start to engage with each other, back and forth, because they find it funny, right? And I can show you some examples, all right?
Quick question.
Yes.
So on Facebook, the more you interact or engage within a thread,
Right.
the higher the priority goes on the newsfeed, right? Does it work the same way on Instagram?
Yes, because people engaging is going to show up in the search of the Instagram. Good question. Now number 7 or number 7, use relevant and popular hashtag. As I mentioned previously, do not be a hash hole. Okay? Don't just assume any hashtag. There are some tools out there that will help you and show you which hashtags are popular, which hashtags are trending. Then from there you can see if it's relevant to your niche or not. For instance, do you guys remember when Jay-Z, what's her name? Jay-Z's sister-in-law, Shalon, what is Shalon, right? Remember? Shalon something. There was a hashtag Shalon something Jay-Z. You guys don't remember when she hit him inside the elevator?
No,
Right? I think that wasn't that. Right? What was that, man? Shalon?
Salon.
Salon's a newspaper.
No. Beyonce's sister.
Yeah.
You guys remember the hashtag?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was the hashtag? Something Jay-Z? It's like Shalon told you know, what did Shalon tell Jay-Z, right? So me and Elliot used that hashtag. What did Shalon tell Jay-Z? That was a black hat SEO fool, right? So we had to, test our SEO marketing stuff, and we got some hits, and people start following us because we use it for our advantage. But that's kind of tricky. Don't do that. Okay? So the hashtag.org will show yes.
Now, is there like a suggestion or a recommendation on how to make posts for business?
That depends up to you. There is no blueprint.
Because sometimes, I see some companies that they just have like fill up your feed.
Right?
It can be annoying. So I'm just trying to see,
That is an excellent question. How many times you post? Honestly, there's no blueprint. It depends on your target market. You start basic. I recommend once a day. And see what happens. Are they engaging? Are they liking? Are they following you back? Do it for a month. Use the analytics. Then after 1 month, do it twice. See what happens. If the number increases in followership and engagement, then you're good. But if the number decreases in followership or no commenting, then you gotta go back to what? Does that make sense? There is no such thing. There's no blueprint that says this how many times you need to post or from this time. No such thing. It depends on your target market, and also it depends on your content, how good your content is. Excellent question. All right, so in number 7, you can go to hashtags.org, and we'll check it out because this will tell you what's a popular hashtag, trending hashtag. You can also go to hashtag find me, okay? And my favorite, actually 2, right tag. Right tag. This is specifically for Twitter. Now, what right tag does, it also comes with Chrome extension. So if you have a Chrome browser, I highly advise you install right tag. And I tell you why. Because right tag gives you 4 levels or 4 power levels of your hashtag. So if it's green, that means it's discoverable, it's popular, and you can use it. If it's blue, it's not that popular, but there's a chance people can find you. If it's red, it means overused. Don't use that. People overusing it, right? And if it's gray, nobody uses it. So what it does, you can do the research and right tag, but when you install the extension, guess what? When you go to Twitter and you type something and you put the hashtag, it automatically tells you blue or green or red. And I'm going to show you, it will also show you how many people tweeted with that hashtag every hour, and how many links in that tweet, and how many image percentage in that tweet. So that gives an idea, you know what, I'm going to use something that will give me an opportunity for my tweet or for my Instagram to show up. Because remember, when you do Instagram, you can throw it to Twitter, and you get traffic from there as well. Does that make sense? All right. Tagboard is one of my favorite platforms as well. It's free. In tag board, let's say today I'm using hashtag called yusufchowdhury. So I'm going to go to tag board, set up an account called yusufchowdhury, then whoever in this room tweeted, Instagrammed it or Facebooked it or Google Plus it or Vine it, I can see your conversation. So I can go and thank you for that. I can engage with you. Isn't that cool? So you can follow all your people that shared information, you can follow them. You can engage with them. They all show up in front of you. It's really awesome. I'll try to do it. Secondly, if you want to do a search, let's say I'm going to go and type yoga, then Tagboard will show me results in real time. That means if you refresh the page, it will show you another new one. That what kind of conversation is taking place in those areas. So this will give an idea, this hashtag is working, this is not working. I can engage with them. I can use something similar. Yes?
So it's like a dashboard to integrate all your social media?
It comes with 5. Instagram, Twitter, Vine, Google Plus, and Facebook. It will show all of it in real time.
So you can't interchange it with any other...
You can log in and just interact from there, from the tag board. Have anybody used these?
No.
Which one?
The hashtags.
Hashtags, right?
No, red tag, I'm sorry.
The right tag is beautiful, right? They improved it. In fact, I'm going to have an interview with the CEO of the right tag. It's very, very powerful, yeah. Because when I tagged Alex Khan with it, and he saw it. He's like, he gave me a schedule, so I need to find out because right now I noticed today that the right tag was showing up in Facebook group and pages, but for Twitter, you know. Okay. You can also use. So this is tip number 7. Tip number 8, tag board. Tip number 9, icon square or Webista. This is an analytical tool for your Instagram. So basically, it will show you how many followers you have, how many is not following you, what kind of interaction, just to give an idea, right? In fact, you mentioned, what was the name? Mentor.io. We're going to check that one out called Mentor.io. It's an analytical tool. We'll see how that works. Number 9, anybody use Canva? It's beautiful, right? So Canva is a web graphic kind of design application platform. It's mostly free, but you can also buy some images through them. So you can make an Instagram image in Canva and use it for Instagram. It looks kind of professional. Okay? So anybody use Canva? I know Stacy used it. Anybody else used it?
Started.
You're going to study it in March 3? Okay. I'm telling you, man, Canva is awesome. Okay?
Is it like for infographics?
It does all the graphic for Facebook banners, Facebook posts, Pinterest banner, Twitter post, Google Plus, flyers, everything. Mostly for social.
Did you see they upgraded recently? Like they have a business?
Yeah, they have a business side of it too. They even have a school training and different other stuff. It's pretty cool. In fact, they also have an app only for iPad. They have an app for iPad, so you can start designing from the iPad. Any questions so far? Did anybody follow these? Some of it? All of it? No? Yes?
All of it, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so any question on these tips? 9 tips. Do you understand? Any question? Before I move forward? Very simple? Yes? No? No. Confused. Okay. Here we go. Tip number 10. Utilize third-party Instagram apps for extra effect. Okay? Tip number 10. There are other apps similar to Instagram that works with Instagram. Like, for instance, what is it? Pick, Play, Post, iMovie, Photo Collage, PicLab, Watermark to add your logo in your images, right? PicLab and Photo Collage, you can add text on the photo. Okay? You can add text when you take a picture, you can add text within the photo. And of course, these are for video, so if you're going to shoot a 16-second video and you want to edit it, have some special effects, you can use iMovie app or Pick, Play, Post. You can also use Legend. Legend basically animated text. So when you share it on Instagram, it's all like animation. It moves. Okay? It's pretty cool because you're going to stand out than the rest. What the heck is this? It's a magic. Okay? So that was number 10. Number 11, connect to your social media accounts, of course. And number 12, set daily goals. You need to have some sort of goals. You can't be just jumping to Instagram and doing it for a few minutes, a few weeks and stopping. So if you want to do it like 3 times a week or every day, it's up to you. Just make a plan how many times you want to do it. Okay? Number 13, you can embed the Instagram images and the videos on your website. Did you know that? Anybody did that? Nobody? What? Yes. If you take a 16-second video, you can put it on your website as a blog post. You can even take pictures of, if you're a travel blogger, if you're a travel blogger, you took an awesome images, you can put all those images on your website as a blog post. Okay? Is that great or what?
Absolutely.
What's that, $100 tip? Okay, let me give you a $500 tip, right? These are all like $1,000 tips. All right, that was 12, 13. Tip number 14, follow back your followers, but depends. Because that was your question. Because some followers, I mean, there are some people that do tattoos. I'm not interested in tattoos. I'm not going to follow you. Okay? So whoever you follow back, in most cases, yes, you can end up following back anyway, but make a decision. Whoever I'm following, are they interesting? Are they sharing something good? Look at their profile. If it's something interesting, you just follow them back. Because it's just a reciprocation. You follow them, they're going to help you out, right? But you don't have to follow every single person. So make sure what you follow, they're interesting. Does that make sense? All right.
I thought it was a question.
Yes. Somebody have a question? Yes.
What is the reason to auto post to all social media? Because we normally do it independently.
There is, usually there's no auto post for Instagram because it's on your phone. It's in real time. But I heard that Hootsuite have a new feature where you can auto post content to Instagram. You can do that if you want. You know, you can set up in advance some images or some quotes and whatnot, and Hootsuite will send it to your Instagram account. Okay, you do that because if you're busy.
From your laptop, if you have Hootsuite, you can. It's not as easy as like Twitter and
Right.
Facebook because it doesn't. You can't really. You still have to like approve it.
Right.
It'll put your Instagram image, but you can approve it. You don't have to go to Instagram. So if you're looking at Hootsuite and you're looking at all your social media platforms, you can have the same picture posts on all of them.
Okay.
It's not like Instagram.
Yeah, so they added the Instagram feature to Hootsuite. I don't know if anybody else, I don't know if Buffer House did that, I'm not sure. But the idea of the Instagram is in real time. That means even if you're having a customer introduce his phone, it's done from, he's taking a picture from the phone. It's not like a tweet account you can log up somewhere else. Does that make sense? So they added this feature in Hootsuite, which is a scheduling software. So you can try that. But I usually use Instagram right now. I haven't really did it automatically. But there are some other apps that does scheduling for Instagram. Some of them were shut down because they were violating Instagram's policy. Okay, and some of them I think they're okay, but I never tested it because I didn't see any benefit in it. But if you're busy, if you're a business owner and you don't have the time, you know what? When people say I don't have the time, I don't believe that. You can make freaking time. Okay? You have 24 hours in one day. You can't even spend 5 minutes to put something together. Okay? So, but let's say you're very, very busy. Let's make that excuse. Then yes, go to Hootsuite and put some content and schedule it. But here's the one thing though. Automation is actually not that good when it comes to social media, right? But we understand our situation, correct? So what you need to do is this. When you automate, you got to make sure that when somebody comments, you got to respond quickly. Okay? Because that makes it natural. Does that make sense? So if you automated a tweet or a Facebook or Instagram, somebody commented, don't respond after 24 hours. Do your best, within a couple of hours so they would know that, oh, you were there. Does that make sense? And don't make your response automatic either. Just make it natural. I mean, anybody know Gary V? Gary Vaynerchuk? Yeah. How many knows who's Gary V? 1, 2. You guys need to go to YouTube and write Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay? He's an awesome entrepreneur. He has, I don't know how many million followers, I don't know, in Twitter.
Vine?
I'm sorry?
Gary Vine?
Gary Vaynerchuk. Just do a Gary V, he will show up. Okay. Look for Gary V Show. Ask Gary V Show. So this guy has tons of followers. He's very well known in the tech community, in the social media community. He himself responds to the audience. That's how awesome he is. That's why we got tons of followers. Okay? But again, I understand you have a business. You need to use automation sometime. But if you do it, make sure you respond naturally. Okay? All right. Let's see what else. Okay. Use photo contests. There is another company called Gleam.io. So they can help you to set up a contest. Like if you have a contest for your business, like what do you call, like an image, some sort of tracking system, you can check them out. Okay, Gleam.io. Now, use photo with promotional messages. Let's say, remember when we talked about social media is supposed to be mainly content and value and socializing. which means 80% of your content are content, not just sales and promotional. If you make 10 to 20% promotional messages, you can use the images, like 50% off or summer deal or whatnot. You can do that, but don't promote anything in Instagram all the time. You're gonna turn off people, okay? Because Instagram is supposed to be socializing, content. Does that make sense? So the majority of your content are educational. Maybe 10 to 20% are promotional. Then here's another interesting part. You can also create interesting titles. So if you want to have some sort of tips or questions that's interesting, you can go to this website called Tweak Your Biz. Okay? Tweak Your Biz. And if you type yoga, fitness, chiropractor, it will give you tons of title ideas that you can use it not just for Instagram, you can use it for Twitter, you can use it for blog posts, for videos, for podcasts, for anything. Because that's one of the most challenging part. When somebody starts coming with the content or blog, they can't find a good title. Because the mind is kind of like stuck, right? So you can use that tool, Tweak Your Biz. There's a section called Title Generator. Go there and just type your keyword, and it will give you suggestions of different questions and answers, and this question, and why question, and best question, and everything. Okay? All right, any more questions? Yes?
What's your opinion of Snapchat?
Snapchat, I downloaded it, but haven't used it that much. And so this is Instagram, so we'll focus on that. Okay? All right?
Cool.
But the thing with Snapchat is, if you want to learn Snapchat, look up for this guy, Sean Ayala. Okay, Ayal. Ayala? I'm gonna look him up. Sean Ayala. He's in Periscope, but he scope about Snapchat because he's like the expert in Snapchat. Because right now, and that's a good question too, because a lot of businesses go into Snapchat. But the thing with Snapchat, when you take a video picture, it dies. It's gone, right? So I mean, you have to make a decision. You as a business owner, are you going to be in the 500 social channels, or are you going to be in the social channel that's going to help you? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So, but that could be another class on Snapchat. Okay? All right, any more questions? Are we good? Y'all scholars understood this? You can apply right now? Nobody's confused? You're going to make a lot of money? Get all the customer you need? Yes, I have to go these 20 tips. I'm going to be rich. Okay. That's it. These are the strategies.
Good job.
Okay? And now I want you all to grab your phone and let's start using Instagram. But before we do that, let me show you some of those websites. We talked about...
Can you do it on your tablet too?
Yes.
I was just kidding. I was seeing your way.
Okay, let me show you a couple of accounts to give you some ideas. Go and check this website called Instagram.com/video meals. Okay? This guy, how many followers? 753,000, and he's only following 3. He's special, okay? And so far he put 500 posts. Okay, let me show you. This is awesome. Look at that. Look at this post right here. 5,000 likes and 200 comments. I'm going to play this. You guys are ready? Look at this.
In a bowl, add tomato paste, soy sauce, honey, Worcestershire sauce, or however you say it, garlic, pepper. Give it a quick mix. Marinate the chicken. Chuck it in the oven. There you have it. In a bowl, add tomato paste, soy sauce.
See? 16 seconds. And he also has the recipes right there with the links, the recipes and steps, and all the comments, and he sells a recipe book. He makes good money. See that? Now, can I ask somebody, okay, how did he do that? Because Instagram is, you grab the phone, you pause, and you stop, you pause and move. How did he do that? Yeah, but how did you from the phone in real time? Because in order for you to do an Instagram video, you have to grab the phone, you shoot and you stop, right? You press and you stop, right? Do you think that's what he did? He actually used the actual digital, the DSLR camera. He actually edited it. Then, what he did, he uploaded the video to his phone,
Right.
then upload to the Instagram. That's what he did. But his stuff is high quality. That doesn't mean you have to do like him. You can do the same thing. If you're a fitness trainer, you can just put the phone like this, push, leave, stop, change the stuff, and press it and leave it again. It becomes like pretty cool. Okay. So this guy is one. There's another guy, a Scottish guy who does like fish. He does also stuff for fish. Okay. So this is an awesome example, right? A beautiful example. This is my account. See, sometimes I put a video for our classes. Sometimes I share these stuff right here. See that? Now, let me share with you some of those apps we talked about. All right? Some of those apps. There's one app called Repost. So when you go to your store, your iPhone store, check out this app right here. It's called Repost. So the cool thing about Repost, what it does, I can look up for interesting Instagrammers based on topic, based on the keyword, or I can follow them, and I can reshare their Instagram in my Instagram. And at the same time, I will give them a credit. That means when you share it, it shows you who you got it from. So I'm like sharing other people's content, and they appreciate, oh, you're sharing my content in your Instagram. That's awesome. Thank you. They're gonna appreciate that. Does that make sense? And in fact, when I start to use this, I got more followers using this because I'm sharing like positive quotes, like a successful leadership, entrepreneurship quotes. I've been getting a lot of likes just for that. Okay? So this is a very awesome tool that can quickly, you can just do a search, either based on the people that you know or based on the keyword, and just click share, connect it to your Instagram, and there you go. And people do the same thing for you, because the same people that you share the information, guess what? When they say that you're sharing something awesome, they're going to do the same thing for you. Yes?
That's only for Apple, though, right?
Huh? I'm not sure if this is an Android. Can you check your Android, right?
Yeah.
See if it's there.
It is. I just downloaded
It is? Beautiful. Download it. Here's another one. When I talk about legend, here's another app. This is the logo. Okay? This one, the text, the one that moves. So somebody can look at your Instagram and the text kind of moves like a jet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? So it makes it like, pretty interesting. So you can check that one out. You can use it for Instagram, for Twitter as well. Okay? What else we have for apps? We talked about that. We talked about Pick Play, right? Pick Play Post.
What is the mentor.iu using?
That's analytics. We'll go there. So this is the one that you can edit the videos, called Pick Play Post. This is how it looks, the logo. Okay? Make sure you remember the logo. Pick Play Post like that. As you can see the symbol right there, look at that. They're adding the videos.
I have Bid Stitch. What are your thoughts between the two?
They're the same. I mean, just a different feature, yeah. Okay? So that's Pick Play Post.
This allows you to edit your video on your phone before you post it to Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's the other one? We'll talk about iMovie, Repost, Legend. Let's see, what else?
You can still use your standard, like your free one that's on your Microsoft Windows 10 or Windows 8.
Okay, Watermark. This is if you want to add the logo. They change it right now. Okay, if you want to add a logo in your post, see that somebody took a picture and they put a logo right there for branding. Okay, so you can use that. Okay, let's talk about some of those web tools real quick before we forget. So we talk about hashtags.org. Let's go ahead and check this one out, guys. So hashtags.org, you see this? Hashtag analytics for your brand, business, product, services, event, or blog. So basically, when you sign in right here, there you go. So it shows you right now what's the most trending hashtag right now. So if you find anything that is interesting, if you find anything that actually reflects to your product and services, you can come here. Okay, or you can also type hashtag. I can type, for instance, this hashtag right there. Okay, it's called Tag Tribes. So Mark Shaw. This is a hashtag that they've been using on Twitter, and it shows you when to start and what's happening, how many, see that? And who's actually the top profile users. These are the people that use that hashtag. Recent tweets from them. See that? We know all of them. They're related hashtags. So with that hashtag, what other popular hashtags? Blab, Catch, Conscope, Entrepreneurs. These are the popular hashtags with that one. So if you do a yoga, let's see which one is relevant to that hashtag as well. Okay? Isn't that cool? Cool tool?
So cool.
Okay? All right, now here's another one. Hashtag via me. Hashtag via me right here. This one, for the hashtag travel, what other related hashtag you can use? That's even better. See that? They are giving an idea for that particular hashtag. You can also maybe use photo, maybe you can use photography, maybe you can use tourism. They're related. Somehow they're related. So this is what hashtag via me does. Okay, they're showing travel popularity, like almost 70% popular. Does that make sense? And these are people that are actually tweeting it and sharing it. Okay? Now, my favorite, two of my favorite. Before I go to right tag, let me go to tag board. I'm going to show you guys it now how this is very powerful. So I'm going to go to tag board. Okay? I can type my, let's say my specific hashtag that I use for posting. Right? So this is in real time. Look at that. This is right now. We did the class, right? Look. It went on Twitter with my hashtag. I can thank her. I can thank Enga. I can thank Saba. He's local. So I can go back and say thank you. I can reply. I can click favorite in real time. Chris, local as well. Hillary. All these folks. Look at that.
Well, this searches your tag that you use.
You can have, because when you send a message through Instagram or Twitter, you want to see who retweeting your content, who is Instagramming your content, who is commenting your content. You need to know, right? This is the most easiest tool, right?
Only on your hashtag.
Doesn't matter your hashtag. I can type keyword. I can type, for instance, I don't know, SEO. I want to find out what's kind of topic in SEO. There you go. All these people that do SEO, all these topics under the SEO. Or I can do, let's say, yoga. So under yoga, what do I see? These are Instagram. Look at that. These are Instagram posts for yoga. See that? The content, the Facebook. There's the post on Facebook, right? Instagram. So that means yoga is very popular on Instagram right now. And this is in real time, which means if you refresh, the result will change. Okay? The result that you're seeing right now is in real time. Okay? So I'm watching Instagram, more Instagram images, more Instagram. Okay. Then I can click load more. And more Instagram. Wow. So that means for some reason Instagram is very popular with yoga. Okay. So there you go. Look at that. You see? I only saw one Facebook. There's a Twitter right here. Right? Positive quote. You see that? Okay? So this is real time. That means when I go all the way up, okay? I go all the way up. If I do refresh, you see it changed. It keeps showing you more because this is very active right now. Does that make sense? So do you guys like this or what?
Yes.
Yeah, so anytime before you tweet or Instagram, just go quickly and find out if there's any conversation exists within my niche. If it exists, I can get some ideas from here. I can even engage with them. I can, comment from here. Once you log in, you can start commenting from here with them. Okay? All right. Now, the other one that I love is called right Ciao.